Hello everyone, welcome back to The Green Man. In today's video I'm going to list my all-time favourite Pink Floyd songs, my top 10 songs of this absolutely incredible band whose career spans, oh my goodness, they've been around half a century, longer than that slightly even. And what an amazing band, and they've put out so many good albums actually, and you could probably really evolved over the years too. Started off with a very sort of psychedelic experimental stuff and moved more and more in a progressive rock direction in the 70s before perhaps becoming slightly more accessible in the 80s and 90s and post 2000 I think as well. A lot of people think of Pink Floyd and they think of probably Dark Side of the Moon and their staple 1970s albums, that prism, that iconic album cover with the prism on the front. And I think I enjoy all eras of Pink Floyd. Why just take from one era? It's like just choosing choosing to look at the paintings from one artist almost, or eating from one from one restaurant all the time. When you've got all those different eras, why not experiment a bit and experience the 50 odd year experience that is the Pink Floyd discography. That is the time span we're talking about. And the whole Gilmour versus Waters debate is probably for another video. I won't do that here for just the top 10 songs video. Personally, I can see the positive influence Roger Waters had on the band, but I did really like actually a lot of the post Waters era stuff as well as when he was in the band. So I suppose I'm a bit on the fence, which I don't like to be on the fence, but I honestly enjoy all eras of Floyd, so it's hard for me to really kind of say one or the other, to be quite honest with you. So starting then with my number 10 on this top 10 list of my top 10 songs from this legendary band. And at number 10, I have gone with Wearing the Inside Out from Division Bell, obviously a later album. Now don't start going at me straight away because I've named a song from Division Bell, but I enjoy Division Bell and I have defended it in the past as well. It is not the complex concept-driven album of years gone by necessarily, but for me it is very moving, it's very emotional, pretty deep, and really love a really kind of beautiful album inside and out. Wearing the Inside Out, I think, it's about halfway through the album. It has some of the best moments for me of Richard Wright on the keyboards, certainly in this album. Gorgeous kind of saxophone parts played in this song as well, and probably one of the best tracks from Division Bell, I think. And I've put it as my number 10 because I think I do really I love this song. It's just something about it. It's kind of moody and entrancing, wonderful stuff. My number 9 choice is from A Saucer Full of Secrets. So we're going right back now, jumping right from Division Bell right to a really early album, their second album, I believe, Saucer Full of Secrets. Set the Controls to the Hot Sun. I just find this track kind of cool. That bass line, it's really hypnotic. Just kind of always dug Set the Controls to the Heart of the Sun. And I think it's probably about my number 9 because out of that sort of, certainly from that album, that one I kind of think I've gone back to quite often. I just think it's got that really cool atmosphere surrounding it. It's sort of one of those early big sonic Pink Floyd songs, and I do enjoy that one quite a bit. Number 8, now perhaps quite low down on our top 10. I think a lot of people would have this in their top 5 Pink Floyd songs, and yet it's just because I love so many Pink Floyd songs that this is at number 8, and that's Wish You Were Here. I mean, what a powerful song though, with a simple message, and but it's so very powerful. Great chorus, verses, wonderful lyrics that are very relatable, I think, for anyone, almost any human being. And I've actually performed this live myself with an acoustic guitar several years ago, and it went down pretty well. I'm not the best singer in the world, but it went down pretty well as I recall. I won't be doing that on this video, put it that way. But Wish You Were Here, what a great song. Just what a great song. And I can see why it's a lot of people's favourite Pink Floyd song. I really can. From an absolutely incredible album as well, can I say. This would be Wish You Were Here, possibly a top 10 all-time album of any music genre for me, that one. Incredible album. Number 7, I'm going to Syd Barrett Era Now and the song Flaming, which is just, for me, captures the charm of Syd Barrett in a nutshell with this pretty sort of uncomplicated song, but it's got the originality of that era of Pink Floyd there. As I say, it's kind of just feels like so charming to listen to. Slightly nursery rhyme like in a way almost, but in the best way possible, in the absolute best way possible. Flaming is just a wonderful song. And to be honest, it feels low down at 7 because for me it's like an iconic Syd Barrett song, that one. I absolutely adore it. I think it's fantastic. Number 6, I am going to The Dark Side of the Moon now for this song. As I say, Dark Side of the Moon is probably the most respected, the most talked about, well, perhaps apart from The Wall, the most talked about Pink Floyd album. And you can see why with tracks like Us and Them. Us and Them is my number 6. Another song with just amazing lyrics, and it just plays that through that sort of really, those nice slow gentle guitar notes into the big chorus and everything. It's just fantastic. Exemplifies the majesty of Dark Side of the Moon as well, and how great that album is. Perhaps again feels low down on this list. Even number 6, it feels a little low down. But my top 5 are, for me, these are all Pink Floyd epics. In fact, I think my top 5 are just Pink Floyd epics. The really epic tracks that are, just Pink Floyd vintage, absolute bangers, all of them. So I'm going to start with these. Number 5, it's from the album Animals, and it's Dogs. So it's a 17-minute, slightly hypnotic track, but at the same time, it is kind of, for me almost, this track has the best of Waters and Gilmour working in tandem, and it's a good example of that. Really, really Dogs for me. You have Waters' nice kind of, nice bass work and bass licks going on with, those kind of attacking vocals that he likes to have. Sort of, I say attacking vocals, I kind of mean, it's almost slightly feisty vocals. And then Gilmour's fantastic solos that follow it, and each solo just that he plays, you think, oh, is it going to finish there? And it just adds more and more wonder. There's just more and more to enjoy as his solo carries on, and then you look forward to, you hope it comes back by the end of the song, and it does. You get the payoff, and it's just a 17-minute fantastic Pink Floyd song. My number 4 choice is Shine On You Crazy Diamond. All parts of that, so I've put the whole lot together. Maybe that's cheating, having parts 1 to 5 and 6 to 9 all in one, but you can't separate them really, I don't think. I think that whole piece is just fantastic. Play it all together as well, just amazing. One thing I want to say as well is Rick Wright in this. I think there's just a last, maybe the last 90 seconds or so of this song, I want to say, or the last minute, it's just this absolutely enchanting little kind of fade out that's happening, and he's playing these notes on the keyboard that are so good. It's so subtle and understated, and the best way to end that epic song, that anyone could have come up with. And Rick Wright there, I think it's one of his shining moments in the band is towards the end of Shine On You Crazy Diamond. I mean, there's just those wonderful little keyboard parts at the end of this song, and actually the kind of moment in music that will bring tears to your eyes because it's so cleverly put at the end. It's a tearjerker. I could cry almost just talking about how much I love that bit of Shine On You Crazy Diamond. It's just incredible. Number 3 is Echoes. Again, I'm going to talk, both parts of Echoes, the whole thing. Why not? Why not? It's just an epic piece. I've seen obviously the live in Pompeii version of this, which is amazing, but again, it's the lyricism. It's not that it's a big necessarily just a big prog rock song. It's backed up with all the different sections in it. It's got that kind of funky section about halfway through before it builds into that really weird and mystical section before all the sort of guitar playing picks up again, and you get into that really big payoff about 15 minutes in, I think, and it's a great moment. Echoes, another favourite, another epic by Pink Floyd. Number 2 is From the Wall. I think this is the only song on this list that I've got from The Wall. The Wall isn't actually a favourite Pink Floyd album of mine. If I do an albums ranking of Pink Floyd, this would be probably, The Wall wouldn't be that high up. But that said, Comfortably Numb. It's actually kind of the song that got me into Pink Floyd as well. So maybe it has that bit of accessibility to it as well. And that guitar solo, I think once you've heard that, then there's no turning back. You're trapped in the world of Pink Floyd. If that solo doesn't do anything for you, then check your pulse, because you're probably dead. Comfortably Numb guitar solo is just incredible. A fantastic song as well, obviously. All the little solo parts that precede the final big solo as well are great on that. The complement of Waters with Gilmour again works extremely well on Comfortably Numb. It has to be said, another example of where the two together, when they work together, they pull off majestic, wonderful, inimitable Pink Floyd. Now we come to number 1. What is my all-time favourite Pink Floyd song? And I thought about it, and I thought actually this is surprisingly easy to come up with, my all-time favourite. And it's from Dark Side of the Moon, and it's Time. Because of everything in this song. The strange start, which is very Pink Floydian, with the sound effects, the clocks, alarms going off everywhere, left, right and centre, but then into that amazing, just those 2 notes, those really slow notes at the start. But then the song builds and builds into the verse, that first verse hits, and you get these incredible lyrics, and you're just transfixed by the song at that point. And you get the chorus, and in this you have perhaps my favourite Gilmour solo of all time. I named this solo as one of my all-time favourite solos. If you watch if you watch my video of a dozen Dazzlers, it's 12 of my all-time favourite guitar solos, and Time is in that. And Time as a song, as a piece, with a guitar solo, with everything together, that is Pink Floydian. It is my all-time favourite Pink Floyd track. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. As always, feel free to like and subscribe. I will be trying to put up a few more. I've been a bit sort of slow with the uploading videos lately. I do apologise, but I have been very, very busy lately. That's my only excuse, but I have. So hope to see you next time. Take care, everybody. Hope you've had great weekends.